Hey guys, this is Irina, the Fit Flexitarian, coming to you here with the week 11 recap of my Healthiest Summer Ever challenge. So what happened? If you watched my last episode, you saw that I was actually on vacation. I was down in the Florida Keys visiting my family, and I went down with my best friend Danny. I hung out all week with my brother and his best friend, and the four of us just had a blast. But one of the most difficult things is actually eating healthy while you're on vacation because I don't know about you, but I always think, well, I'm on a break, why should I worry about it? I don't want to think about anything. But I was able to conquer some of that eating healthy with cooking healthy with my family, and you can read more about that on my blog, fitflexitarian.com. But yeah, otherwise, so how did my week really go? Besides I basically ended up cooking healthy a little bit with my family, but not every adventure ended up with cooking. I did eat out a lot more than I intended to this summer in my challenge. So, I ate out basically all last weekend, but counting this weekend, I think it ended up being about once a day I would eat out, and then once a day I would cook healthy. So I think I actually ended up striking a pretty good balance when it comes to vacation. On Monday, we actually, had some leftovers for lunch and then ended up cooking sushi making sushi rather, for dinner. And that was a great adventure because I've never made sushi before. So that was a ton of fun. On Tuesday, we went boating. So a lot of our lunch actually ended up being like little snacks here and there and, nothing amazing. Then my parents actually took us out to this seafood restaurant out on the marina, and it was fantastic. So that was actually really great. And then, that night we cooked pizza, and, we loaded up with tons of veggies, pineapple. I put a bunch of tomatoes on there for myself and for, my brother and his friend and my friend. And we just had a blast, cooking that night as well. And Wednesday I went shopping and just had like leftover food, and then my parents ended up making lobster, and that was really great. One thing that I definitely didn't strike a good balance on, I think, was drinking. And I would say that the first few days of vacation I definitely kind of not necessarily overdid it, but just kind of let myself indulge in drinking a lot more than I would have. But by the time Wednesday rolled around, the only thing I was really up to having was a little bit of wine with my lobster. So that was fine. The thing that I really found is that lounging around by the pool, everyone's got, a little bit of a margarita or something in their hand, and my dad is a great enabler on that, and his drinks are really good. So, it's sometimes hard to say no, but I kind of ended up being, a couple days I would have, more than a couple share of drinks, and then other days I would stay off, and it was good. I really think that I struck a balance when it came to the food, and drinking maybe not as much, but I did end up swimming most of those days, so I felt really good fitness wise, and that I think was really important for me. The one thing that I obviously had trouble with is the last time I was in a pool is when I dislocated my shoulder on July 4th, and that was a little bit of a struggle because I really didn't want to go there again. But, all in all, I think I was careful, and it was pretty good. I don't know if you can see, but I'm actually pretty tan now. See my tan line right there. And that was actually a lot of fun. So one of the things I got to relax, and, nothing wrong with, having a couple lazy days in the hot tub. And it was just really nice. I think the week went well, and, it's not really a wash. It wasn't necessarily the best week. But I definitely think that, other times when I've gone on vacation, I wasn't as healthy. And, learning that cooking healthy with my family can be just as much fun as eating out was a big lesson for me this week. And the other lesson, of course, being, if you saw my last video, that it's really important to go on vacation and to just really let yourself turn off all electronics. I'm actually kind of amazed at myself that I haven't checked my work email at all in the past 10 days, and that's kind of amazing, and that really shouldn't be that big a deal, but honestly I do feel like it is because I'm always checking my email and my work email, and I'm always constantly doing something. And that's not to say that I didn't do anything while I was on break, I do feel that I've accomplished a couple things, but it was more things that I wanted to accomplish for myself. And, you know, that was great. And one of the best things that I accomplished for myself is that I got to relax. And, you know, that's what this week was all about for me, is I got to relax and recharge. And, you know, week 12 is starting tomorrow, and I think I'm going to do awesome on it because I just feel really good about everything else. So we'll see how it goes, but, you know, I'm charging forward, and, you know, I'm tackling food and all that, and, you know, I'm gonna start going back to the gym for real this time, and that's how it's gonna be. So see you next time. Thanks for watching.